pleasant day to all of you here and to all those watching at home. It is such an honor to be here in front of you all, and I would just like to express my gratitude to all those who helped me that get to where I am today and to all those who supported me in my campaign. Before we begin, I would just like to tell you a story. When I was young, we had a massive storm come our way. It was and still is the most powerful storm I had ever experienced. I remember my mother waking me up at night and telling me to go to my neighbor's house, as theirs had more floors than our own. And as I was going there, I saw the streets flooding with trash and water, and had to go through that to reach our neighbor's house. And we were stuck there for the better part of a week as we had to wait for the waters to recede. When it was finally over and we could return to our own house, it was devastated. The floors were wrecked and the walls were chipping. Our furniture was strewn everywhere and we lost a lot of stuff. Another story. This one happened at school. It was a hot day, the hottest day I can recall. And as I was waiting for my ride home at our school gates, my nose had erupted with blood and I had to be rushed to the school's cafeteria to use their sink. Apparently, the heat that day caused it. I can also recall earlier that day that during flag ceremony, a student had actually fainted from the sheer heat that was beating down on us. These two stories are very different, with circumstances nearly at opposite ends of a spectrum, but they had something in common. They are both the effects of global warming. And if you think about it, that is easy enough to see. You can see how global warming would play a role in that hot day that I had. But global warming also plays a role in the formation of tropical storms, as the sun's heat boils tons of water from the ocean, forming massive storm clouds that sweep tropical countries such as our own. And we only really have ourselves to blame. I'll be honest, we Filipinos are not the cleanest of people. From the rural countryside to the urban metropolises, you can find trash littered everywhere, from roads to rivers and forests. And you may think that it's such a small, innocuous thing, a cup here, a bag there. But with millions of people doing it every day, it quickly builds up. And that is extremely bad for an environment. Those stories I just told, that was when there was a hole in the planet's ozone layer just above the country. A literal hole in our atmosphere that we put there with all the harmful substances we kept throwing up the winds and into the earth. That is why, if you give me the chance, if you make me president, I promise that I will correct this mistake. I will have our streets cleaned, not only making our towns and cities more beautiful, but also preventing the further growth of global warming and climate change, so as allowing us to be better able to handle storms and floods. I will build shelters and help centers, so that even if during a disaster and our buildings and homes lay broken at our feet, we, the people, will not be, and allow us to rebuild, possibly greater and better prepared than before. I'll provide us better alternatives to our harmful industries, like fossil fuel power plants or the jeepney services, replacing them with cleaner alternatives such as nuclear power or solar and wind power, and providing better vehicles that not only provide better comfort and safety, but are more efficient and better for the environment. I swear to you all that I will help give nature a chance to recover, so that we may avoid dooming ourselves to an apocalypse of our making. Let us all work together to build a better future, one that is cleaner and greener, so that future generations may live in a world full of beauty and free of filth. That is all. Thank you for listening and have a good day.